That was classic Left Lane Heat here on the Punchline Academy, guys, for the 1 millionth time. YouTube channel, youtube.com, at the Inphamus Amadeuz. Of course, hit the SiriusXM mobile application to catch me, myself, Tone, and Jay White talking massive shit to all you haters that we clearly see y'all. And like Ms. Adams said, hate is engagement.
Yes, it is.
You said something specific, though.
Yes. We got to take everything, the good and the bad.
The good and the bad.
Yeah, of course. That brings engagement. Engagement brings money.
That's a fact. Matter of fact, if you're in the New York City area this week, Jay White, he has a fucking comedy show going down in Jersey, Newark. Left Lane Energy got my girl Black Rose there.
Yes.
Official BX Talk. I love that girl. She's fire.
No, she's great. It's going to be a good time.
All right, that's what it is, man. Listen, the Punchline Academy is all about paying respect to where respect is due. And I've been pulling some guys out of the hat that you didn't know that I had access
Facts.
to. Okay? Just dropped Craig G. They going crazy. Where the fuck was Craig G? It all kind of started when Onyx came. Because I think Onyx set the tone. You see Fredro outside, you don't really see Sticky. So Sticky pulled up. He had the Hennessy bottle stuck in the coat. He spit the bars. He broke the headphones. And we've opened the floodgates. And shout out to my guy, Grade A, because he's like, listen, Al Skratch wants to pull up to the Lyric League series. Came through and bodied it, and now he's here at the Punchline Academy. What's up, my guy? Al Skratch, welcome to the fucking Punchline Academy.
Yeah.
On a Wednesday, my brother. What's up, man?
We good. We in there, man. Appreciate you for having me, man. Bringing it back to the essence of what it really was.
I
in these
appreciate
ciphers
it.
on these corners before these labels got involved, man. That's the real shit.
I appreciate it.
That's passion for me right
that's
there.
A fact.
That's where I was raised at.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that.
I appreciate
you.
Like
the 100,000 motherfuckers that really be tuning in, commenting.
Yeah.
We love that shit. So keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So at some point I decided, I felt like I was getting in a box here where, you come, you talk to Ron. Ron is like, okay, I'm gonna send you to Eclipse, this guy, that guy, destroy whatever, and then the scenery all looks the same. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to what got me here. I'm gonna take the fucking banners and I'm gonna put the Shade 45 shit in the streets.
Take it to the streets.
And call it the Lyric League series. Make it something different.
Yep.
And what I like about it is the fact that we get to do this for the fan. The 90s fan that, they spent their money on an Ill Al Skratch album.
Right.
Or, Craig G. And they get to see you guys still rocking. What was that feeling for you like when you saw the reaction of them seeing you back outside? Because I know that had been crazy.
That was crazy. It was amazing because Los always told me, my boy Los from Classic Material.
What's up, Classic Material? Let me get a fucking round of applause. Sound effect. Classic Material's here.
We're here.
Let's go.
I'm going to say he's single-handedly responsible for y'all seeing Al Skratch because he pulled me out to say, yo, Al, they out here, B. Because a lot of times you don't see them active, but they out there. This new digital world, he was like, yo, I'm in these streets. I'm tapped in with, let's say Griselda or whoever's up next. True. He knows. So he was like, yo, your peoples is out here, B. Same like how you told me. So, but seeing that reaction like that, it made me feel like all this hard work and skill and craft and talent that we've been honing for many years is worth it because people is out there appreciating it.
Yeah, I agree. At some point, did you feel like maybe you didn't want to do hip hop anymore, or maybe the fan base wasn't there for you? Was it like some sort of like disconnection with the craft? Because like me, sometimes I feel like that shit too. Like, I rap my whole life too. I'm like, I don't fucking want to rap no more. Like, you get exposed to all of this, and then you see how it all works, and you're like, I don't even want to do this no more.
Yeah, well, hip hop culture for me, I could never stop doing hip hop. I am hip hop.
Yeah.
So as far as the record industry shit, that's the part.
Punchline Academy.
Yeah, that's the shit that turns me off. That's the shit that's whack to me.
Yeah.
When it come to business and niggas is snaking each other, that shit is bullshit.
Yeah.
But when it come to ciphers and niggas just getting their shit off and speaking their piece, that's what hip hop is about. Express yourself, whether it's through graffiti, break dancing, doing windmills. It's the culture, B. So I could never say I wanted to give up hip hop because I am hip hop. You feel me?
He just tagged the wall. He just tagged the wall.
I just tagged the wall out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate the passion because I'll be feeling the same way too.
I do, man. Because I was raised in this shit. This shit raised me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact. All right, so if you're from Harlem, Uptown, love Uptown. I'm always going through Uptown. It's crazy. They got the baddies up there. They still got the boudet. It's lit. And then you and Big Ill created this group. So talk about that, like, first meeting with Big Ill. Like, how did y'all connect and decide to do a group?
Well, me and Ill met in the studio on Soundtrack. That was back in like 92, 93. He was working on a demo.
Okay. Oh, so you actually know him like before?
Yeah, before, because he was actually we met through the producer LG. That's my man. Shout out to LG Experience. That's Easy Mo B, brother, man. They real soulful, dope with the pads on the SP12 and the 950. But LG was working on a demo for Ill because he had just had a freestyle that he did at a Kane party. Big Daddy Kane, salute to Kane too. But anyway, he was in Source Unsigned Hype.
Okay.
If anybody know about the Source magazine and Unsigned Hype, that's some shit where it's like if you ever get to that status, Big was there. It's like you the next up and coming thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was working on the demo and asked me to get on there because I had a little joint out and he liked my voice. And the first demo we did was called Creep With Me.
Okay, and out the gates.
Out the gates. I mean, Creep With Me was the song that the label was like, yo, they sound good together, but let me see how they would sound. Do a remix to that. And the remix is Where My Homies.
Yeah.
And then lift off from there.
And then lift off. So it was Creep With Me, like come around my way. So we stayed with that same type of, like we want to show you where we from, because back in the days, Brooklyn and Uptown was beefing. Harlem, it wasn't no love. You go to Latin Quarter, you might get, you know what I mean? Shit happens. But me and Ill brought that buck sound, Brooklyn Uptown connection, and we made it work, man.
And you made it work
around the country.
So this must have been a lot for you.
Salute to my man Big Ill too. Big Ill the Mac. I see you, baby.
That's a fact. This must have been a lot for you because obviously you're in the studio, and the next thing you know, you're recording a record. Then it becomes one of the biggest records of this era of this year. And then, like, when I look back at it, I'm like, you know what? A lot of guys bit off of y'all. A lot of guys bit off of y'all.
Talk your shit.
And I'm gonna specifically narrow it down to like that 95 to 97 before X came out.
Let's talk about
that whole marriage of hip hop and R&B. When I look at a starting point, shout out to Granddaddy IU because that's my brother.
Salute, Granddaddy. R.I.P.
He's one of the guys that I always look to as that. But I'm like, you know what? They had a regular fucking Brian McKnight. I mean, they couldn't do that type of shit. So do you feel like people bit your shit?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, politically speaking correctly, I'm gonna say that we inspired a lot of things.
No, talk your shit. Punchline Academy. Let's go.
Fuck that. Niggas was biting, man. Niggas got inspired. You know what I mean? Niggas was peeking in Studio A, Studio B. Niggas saw the gear, the Timbs. Niggas saw the, you know what I mean? Niggas was seeing shit visually, the Kango, the baggy shit, you know what I mean? The ladies, the Asians, the chicks all in the video. I mean, we wasn't the first ones to do that type of shit, but in regards to the music and sonically where we was taking it, because Dre and Snoop and niggas on the West Coast was knocking down walls just audio-wise and how bigger the music was sounding. Yeah. So that's what we applied to.
You mean like sonically?
Exactly.
Yeah. So surround sound type
exactly.
of shit.
So once we got exposed to that through soundtrack, because that's like a movie commercial type studio where they do commercials and jingles, but your shit is gonna sound tight. Then a lot of people started working in there. But yeah, we inspired a lot of people and people bit, but we all connected, right? You know what I'm saying? We all inspired each other.
We all learn from each other.
Exactly.
We all learn from each other.
Yeah, but people don't do what the fuck you did. Let's talk about that shit. Like one of the hits that you got, Brian McKnight. Now who gets fucking Brian McKnight?
He's an R&B legend. That's before he came out.
That's crazy.
They put him on.
So how did that collaboration happen?
That was Bruce Carbone, you know what I mean? Mercury Records, now defunct Mercury. I think they came back though. But we was working on a song and they wanted to do something that was a little more catered towards the ladies. But LG came up with the dope sample from EPMD. Jane, you know what I mean? You know that sample, looked up and down, said, I'll take her. But they was trying to hook each other up with a chick. You know what I mean?
Shit,
So me and Ill, said, all right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the same kind of scenario, but the label was gonna get another artist on it. But something happened. And I think Brian was like up and coming, like
he was up and coming, so it was before he was Brian.
They put them on.
Got it.
Yeah. So salute to Brian McKnight too. I mean, if that's, I don't want to be politically correct.
No, that's perfect.
You know what I mean?
But Punchline Academy, baby.
Listen,
we control our own destiny here.
You're right. Facts. You know what I mean? But he added his little sazon on that, and that gave us a little more notoriety and exposure, and put us in bigger rooms as far as the culture. Man, we appreciate that.
All right, that's a fact, man. Classic Left Lane Heat Stories here on the Punchline Academy. Hit me on Instagram at the Inphamus Amadeuz. What do you want to hear, my brother? Give me something about your catalog you want to hear.
Let's go to that new shit. Let's go to Be Original, man. Okay. Or you want to go old school? How you want to do it?
Let's do some old school shit and give them the Be Original before we get to these bars.
Let's go to Where My Homies.
Okay, classic. All right, talk about the time and the place. Like give the because we're gonna talk about the Instagram and Facebook comments, right?
Okay.
But that was the one thing that I saw people like consistently talking about that record and how it made them feel at a certain different time. So give the description for the left laners that was rocking this record.
That was a time where everybody was outside. It was a dark, misty night. We was by the Brooklyn Bridge. There was 3 radio stations, and they all played your joint, and they all banged your shit and cut it from the top for like 3 minutes straight and bang your first verse, and everybody in the hood just embraced you and showed you love because you spoke to them. It was passion. Some of them lost their homies. They wasn't there. Some of them was like, my homies is in jail and we still care. You know what I mean? So it touched people. And when you say come around my way, it's more like love. Yo, come fuck with us. See what we doing. It was love.
Whole vibe.
It was that time where hip hop was elevating to the point where, all right, the bread is coming. The bread is coming. We still grungy. The bread is coming though. And niggas knew, like, we got Bus was a nigga that was always coming in the room trying to collaborate, getting on everything.
Which is good.
And that's how Bus.
That's how he ended up on Mad Records. He ended up on the War Report.
Right.
He had no credit to that. I think it was driver's seat when he Mom Thug. So,
but sharing your talent and your skill, that's what I'm saying. That's coming around the way. That's like, yo, brothers, let's share it, bro. Because this is our culture, y'all. This is what we created.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Salute to the ancestors that laid the pavement and the groundwork for us.
Facts, man. Listen, people at the top, they don't compete, they collaborate. The Punchline Academy classic, Ill Al Skratch. We back here.
Let's go.
Shade 45. That was classic Left Lane Heat by Ill Al Skratch in the fucking left lane, throwing the easy pass out of the window while you're getting top. Ladies and gentlemen, I have like my version of an R&B album. We got all singing choruses on it. Shout out to DJ Caesar. He leaked my record last week.
Damn.
So I got a album coming out. It's called Hennessy and Her. I wrote the whole album.
Nice.
It's all like R&B hooks, but it's that boom bap, like almost like that Trackmasters feel. But I got like shit for the ladies and all types of shit. So you know, it makes me feel like confident because you're here and you fucking been doing that shit since God knows when with Brian McKnight and all types of shit.
I fucks with it, man.
That's a fact. All right, so so I'm going through the comments because this is where I get to see what's going on in these streets.
Right.
And I'm seeing Ill Al Skratch, Michael Jackson, They Don't Care About Us remix. Arguments happening in this because obviously people know the main record, obviously. And then so this remix, what was it, a B-side or
this was a CD? Back then they would do a CD remix that had the remixes.
Got it. Okay.
You know what I mean, I still got a few in the crib.
Okay, you got to keep that.
Absolutely.
You got to keep that. You got to keep that.
You know what I mean? Salute my man Charles Rowan from the DMV area who made the phone call.
All right, so explain this to me. So you get a call from Michael Jackson? Like, how does that happen?
Not from Michael Jackson himself, but the representatives.
Okay. Because he's like secret society.
Calling, representing Michael Jackson. Who? Get the stop playing, yo. Get off my stop playing, dog. You know what I mean? Hello?
Call back.
Who is this? Yo, listen, man. Mike wanna get y'all in the booth and come on, what's up? Alright, so what we gotta do? Here's the ticket, this where you go, this what you do. Me and Ill flew down, we recorded it. And the rest is history, bro. We never would have thought that Mike had ears to the streets like that. But he actually did.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? So we appreciate the fact that we was on not just a song that he did that was a pop song or whatever. This song has meaning. It has substance to it in regards to even what's going on today in the world. You know what I mean? In regards to people being considerate and caring about each other. You know what I'm saying?
Because it was a very like rebellious song and it was different for Mike.
Yes, it was.
But I heard Jay White said apparently he was into the hip hop.
Yes,
he was part of the culture. He loved hip hop.
Oh yeah, I mean pop locking and all that shit out on the West Coast. He was into all of that shit. Even with the moonwalk, we know that moonwalk. He made a commercial, but that shit we was doing on the cardboard on the block in 85, 86. I mean, I'm dating myself, but real talk, that's what we was doing. Moonwalking in the streets.
Yeah, classic.
You feel me? So.
Classic material, like you got classic material.
Absolutely.
It all ties in, right? So, because this record comes out like 95, right? So, one would assume that when you get on a record like that, even if it's on a CD, when you guys drop in 97, they should be putting the jetpack on it.
Well, that's what you would think, right?
Should be.
Because that was the other conversation. And I want you to actually go look at it yourself. Like, it's cool, like, if you read it from the people, because this is what they're saying.
Right.
I'm just reporting to people what they saying.
I love it.
I'm reporting. I'm asking you. So what happened when the second album came out? Because it felt like they didn't push it.
A lot of things happened in regards to that. There was some different dynamics going on in regards to business, right? So what happens is usually when an artist has success and unforeseen success, numbers that were not looked at, specifically are now looked at as like, listen, let's renegotiate, let's do some things. And when one party is not willing to negotiate in the favor of another, where, you know, we're having some success, that could cause some friction. And of course, in business, you know, people gonna hold their stance and say, yo, listen, if it wasn't for me, we did this, we blew this up, but we out there doing the work. In addition to that, you know, a couple of my brothers got shot, Big, Pac, rest in peace. I mean, just in regards to technology, shit moving from the bootlegging, you know, from vinyl and wax into this digital stage that we now in, it's kind of like, it was kind of like uncharted territory, and the labels were being consolidated. So you got all these different dynamics that's taken away, like from what we was talking about before in regards to the culture. That takes away from the creative aspect of an artist, and it don't turn me on. It make me feel like, even though the fans is out there and they want it, I'm not gonna present to you something that ain't wholehearted. And actually, that second album was kind of like half-assed as far as I'm concerned. It was a piece of work that we did it, but I know what we could really
not putting
do.
your effort in, or
no, we put the effort in there, but I know what we could have had, and like you said, it could have been some jet propulsion on it, where we had.
Well, that's what I would assume.
Yeah, you know, like some top-notch production and shit like that.
You don't get a fucking record with Mike.
Yeah,
and not even like a feature. Like, this ain't like Rockwell where he's not listed. Like, this is like, you gotta listen. Like, oh, is that the AI Mike? No, I'm on his record. I'm on the CD.
Exactly, man. But you know what? That was a great learning experience.
Yeah.
And resiliency is the reason why I'm here today.
That's a fact.
And when you love what you're doing, you passionate about your craft, and it ain't just for the money, it ain't just for the business, and those people that's making those comments, that's why I'm here today. I'm up here today because you got me up here. Lo said, yo, Al, come on, they want you, bro. You know what I mean? I'm obligated now. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man.
I would still be doing this shit in the confines of my own crib.
But now you get to see.
Right.
And the people want you outside.
Yeah. You get to see. That's it. You fucking outside. You're done.
He's outside, y'all.
He's done. Classic Material gonna make sure you show up on time all the time.
Word. They keep pulling me back in when you want to get out. They keep pulling me back in.
That's 100. So obviously you got history with a bunch of artists. I mean, especially being from Uptown, because everybody's up there. You had McGruff. You got Jesus. Who else is up there? Big Al. Everybody's up there big. I know you got some sort of connection with that. Give me something you never told before, like some like jewelry or something that you got that you take when you give me something.
I'll tell you a quick story, man. My brother Diamond D, salute to Diamond D.
Shout out Diamond D.
I went up to Diamond's crib one time. He was up, I think he was up in Riverdale at the time. Invited me to the crib, right? I had my SP and my 950, but just like Large Pro, salute Large Pro too, man. This man had so many records, right? When you see the amount of records that a producer has and the hits that he make and the process of him making and slapping shit and putting it together and truncating it, it's really a technical science to what they be doing, man. So just being in the crib, being exposed to somebody who got legendary hit records, that's like, yo, Al, your shit is dope. I want to fuck with you. Let's do something. You know what I'm saying? And in fact, I got something on Diamond's, the Dime Piece 3, is it? I forget which number it is, but
3, yeah.
I'm
on that one too. I think it's 3, right? With Doo-Wop and Kid Capri.
Yeah. So, you know, just that in itself, you know, back then you don't really get the chance to sit down in somebody's crib. You could go to the studio and build all day, but to be in somebody's house,
it makes it more special and personal.
It's definitely when somebody invites you to the table, it's different.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and you don't get that a lot. Like, somebody got to see something in you to know, like, he's worthy of coming into my crib.
Okay, man. Shout out to my people who's pulling up to the table. This is the Punchline Academy, Sirius XM, Shade 45. Al Skratch is here. This fucking guy, I be seeing this shit on Drink Champs all the fucking time. Classic Material. I see Nori. I see mad people wearing your shit. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got a hat. I ain't got a shirt.
I got you.
Thank you, man. Shout out to this guy. All right, so what do you want to hear? You got this new record? What's called Be Original?
I got a joint with Large Pro called Be Original that we put out with
Shout out to Large Pro, who's ducking his Punchline Academy smoke, by the way. Let me call you out too. Yeah, come outside.
Salute to my man Dick Crates, who actually made a special 3-piece vinyl where it's 3 different variants.
Nice.
So we pushing that right now. It's limited copies, but that's a video that Los did.
Nice.
A few years back, but the demand was always
videos?
there.
I do now.
Nice.
You know, so the Be Original joint, man. The Be Original has been getting a lot of buzz. People been asking for it, and now they could actually get a physical copy of that.
Okay. All right, man. Brand new Al Skratch here on the Punchline Academy. You know what time it is. The Punchline Academy Freestyle here on Shade 45.